All right. We've taken care of Gary. Now we can go cash in. Probably do a couple more upgrades.
Almost anything. A deal well struck.
Not sure if I'm using the exclusive ticket just yet, though.
Give that the care it deserves, mate.
Oh, don't worry. I will.
Oh, yeah, I am.
It's a knife.
Wow.
You've got an eye for this, mate.
Liquidy convinced me to go with the Blacktail because it is going to be my more or less my default weapon of choice. So
yeah, in comparison to the original, where you had to put everything into that gun, and then the exclusive upgrade unlocks at a certain part of the story, at which point you have to buy it.
And that's basically the same for the remake. Come to think of it.
Yeah, the Blacktail, the Blacktail's exclusive, if I remember correctly, was doubling the fire rate. To the point where if you had a certain glitch we'll talk about later that increased your movement speed, the reload speed was so fast that if you had that glitch active, you could not actually reload your gun because the reload animation would be too fast, and it wouldn't be any time to flip the reloaded gun state.
Huh. I never knew that.
As a quick side note, in the previous video and in this one, with Argate saying I helped him decide, I completely forgot about that and then realized this discussion happened like months before the recording.
So it also happened during the recording.
So I was silently sitting here going, what the fuck's he talking about? But no, I remember. I did help.
Anyway, we got a fancy puzzle here.
Cool
this
sword.
Is also a reference to if you could even call it a puzzle in the remake. Actually,
cool
this puzzle was before you enter the main hall of the castle, where you just had to take two different swords and swap them around, essentially. But one was on each floor. One was on two different floors.
Yeah, and there was also combat to this scenario where you had a bunch of cultists just coming after you, getting in your way.
In an area that was probably your introduction to the remakes, or the original's version of the Mandibala. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I think that other version of the Plaga is in this game as well.
I think you're right. Anyway, we need the last sword we need is in there, so we just need to open the door by hitting the gongs that correspond to the three animals that were on the door. There's a bunch of swords in here, but the one we care about is this bloody sword.
Gooey sword.
What's that used for?
Well, it's just a replica. Only a couple of uses for it.
You could probably still hurt someone with the replica. Just saying.
Shiny sword.
That looks like a Dark Souls weapon.
Oh, you know what?
Okay, fine. Here's my driver's license and my health card. Go, take it.
No, he can't reach. You're good.
Fine, I'll leave it for you when you get back.
Man, you can really tell that the edge is actually kind of dull on these.
He needs to have a sword from like 3D Dot Game Heroes if he wants to.
Okay, so the idea here is we want to put the appropriate swords for each step of this knight's life. So we start with the iron sword. He's being knighted with the golden sword. He's in battle now, so
give it a little tickle.
Yeah. Now we've got like red jelly all over it, and he's dead. So.
Artwork. Doesn't it look like it's telling some kind of story?
Thank you, Ashley. That's what Argate was covering. Please pay attention. Keep up.
Finally, Ashley gets a chance to use her art degree.
I probably should have given her a chance to explain the story, but I just got too excited.
You just had to mansplain it. Oh, you got snaked.
Yeah, another weird thing about Vipers in the original, this only applies to the 60 frame per second version, but because of the way that the hitboxes work at 60 frames, it works where if you hit it at a specific angle on a barrel or something else where you know a Viper's coming out, you can kill the Viper at the same time with one swing.
I didn't know that.
It's not supposed to happen. It's very much a glitch.
Hang on. This is the same room as before, isn't it? Guess we just circled around.
I think it's less we circled around and more we came up to the second floor.
Thank you for pulling the cord on that instead of shooting it.
Yeah, all the gongs also have a pull cord. That's the intended way to ring them if, you know, you're standing underneath them.
I don't understand.
Talk about a gong show.
Leon, what are you doing?
Don't even think about trying this yourself.
As if.
Oh, that's right. Early 2000s. That is a phrase in active use. Oh, that hurts.
Got an hourglass that's just frozen in time.
I regret not trying that myself.
There's
also
a Wicked
hurts.
Witch from Oz somewhere who's missing that hourglass. Thank you for locating it for her.
Leon, are you kidding me? Jumping across chandeliers, seriously, who does that?
What are you, my mother?
Welcome. Well then, what can I do you for? Ruby's all rubbish, it makes no thank you.
Oh yeah, there's a monologue planned, but I was just so excited you were actually selling me things.
We're starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend. Don't get yourself killed now.
Thanks, pal. We'll be back later, I think. Probably.
Well, seriously, you're like my one major source of income around these parts, mate. Please don't get yourself killed.
Okay, so what? I forget already. What was the other animal? I don't even think I caught the first one on this door.
Whatever it
I
is,
know
it
there's
is on
an
the other
eagle,
side.
There's a snake.
There's a lion, snake, a badger, and an eagle. We are at Hogwarts, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Some sort of dragon head.
Oh yeah, that's the 5th Hogwarts house, Targaryen.
Salutations, Mr. Kennedy. Are you ready to hand over the girl?
Not this guy again.
I'm taking the liberty of preparing some entertainment for you.
Yeah, you did the thing.
Yeah, so you can shoot the speakers he comes out of. He does kind of chuckle a little.
Like, you know, if you want him to shut up, you could make him shut up.
Yeah.
If only we still had that bloodied sword.
I was gonna say the him talking over the intercom there is a replacement for him in the original quote unquote jacking the line and talking to you over codec.
Yeah, that was the thing. Hunnigan just sort of disappears from the story once you enter the castle.
Yeah, they just kind of explain it as we're jacking the line.
Be careful.
Now,
And then he just
when I
talks
opened
to
the
you
door,
there.
my initial reaction to this line was, "Oh God, it's too soon! Why is it here?"
This is where it was at the original.
There was like a puzzle or two extra before you even go there in the original.
Leon, they're here.
Ah, the entertainment.
It's like a piece of music where the chorus comes in like 5 seconds too early, and it's very distressing.
So yeah, this is the water hall. It's one of the most infamous parts of the original game. There's just a lot going on.
Yeah, you could say that. Although this room in the original is actually a great example of the game's dynamic difficulty system. For instance, there are 2 snipers on the balcony, which don't appear if your dynamic difficulty is low enough.
Yeah. I think Game Maker's Toolkit used this room as an example of the dynamic difficulty adjustment when explaining it.
I saw that video, but it was a while ago. I should rewatch that.
Same.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, this in the present, there's a lot of dudes coming up from all angles.
Yeah, I'm just appreciating you eating shit from every angle possible.
Just gobbling it down. There's a great video, I think it's on this map, of a player who ducks one of those mace enemies instinctively, and then it hits Ashley full in the face. I gotta see if I can find that.
Yeah,
Oof.
like it is overwhelming, but I feel like Leon's fluid movements help a lot in evening it out.
Yeah.
And, you know, having a flash grenade or 2 helps a lot.
Absolutely, especially because there are some enemies on this lower level that are all but guaranteed to turn into Plagas. I see you're playing this nice and safe, which I don't blame you.
I mean, no one's coming up here. I think I have a moment to breathe. Just claim all the stuff.
Also,
fuck those
books.
Yeah, those enemies
Kennedy
downstairs.
says readings for nerds.
Yeah, there's the Plagas.
I knew it.
Yeah, that's the other enemy.
The original version of this room was so notorious that, like, in the lead up to the remake, I've seen many people like basically beg Capcom to cut the water room.
What?
They just turned it into the oil room. And by the way, it's a good thing that ChaosArgate is doing this now, because there's a checkpoint right here, right as soon as you jump down here. And now you don't have to worry about reshooting those enemies, and they'll already be in Plagas form when the checkpoint hits.
You know, in case I need the checkpoint.
Okay, now that was a pretty rude upskirt.
Yeah, I don't know what that Steam review is talking about. You could still, like, look up skirts in this game. Actually,
That's a
stay
one-hit
with
kill.
me.
That grab is a one-hit kill, just like it was in the original, although you can do a knife parry with it.
Yeah, do not engage those dudes in melee if you can avoid it.
Yeah, just treat them like flat earthers and do not engage.
Out of the way.
Should be one more dude.
Yeah, there's one enemy upstairs that spawns once you grab a certain item or put a certain item in place. But I don't think there are any enemies that spawn on this floor. They're all on the top.
You're serious.
Yes, I am serious, Leon. I do know a thing or two about this game's design. Maybe not as much as the original, but still.
Okay. I think that's everyone down here for now. We have a minute to breathe, to go run around, collect loot. I feel like the original version of this room didn't give you chances to breathe. Like, I feel like it was all, you were always dealing with enemies.
There was, yeah, it does stop spawning after a while, but it takes a while. How are you going to threaten us with this one?
I'm just gonna try to hypnotize you guys.
Oh no, I feel threatened.
You did the trick.
Okay. So now that we have the Halo wheel, we can use it to make our way back up.
Yeah, and as soon as you start holding the enemy down, a bunch of enemies just spawned upstairs.
Yup. In the original, when you had to like use the wheel, I think it was a crank in the original, but you could tell Ashley to do it while you
Yeah, there were 2 switches on the bottom that raised the crank on the main floor. And the gimmick, of course, being that both you and Ashley had to be on the switches at the same time. Oh,
hey, you know what's a bad idea?
this.
Good thing you got that checkpoint.
Yeah. Oh, that was classic.
Like I was saying in our Discord a couple days ago, I do something real cool only to immediately flub it and to screw up in a stupidly comedic way.
That was definitely worth the wait.
Was the cool thing the sniper bullet both headshotting and deflecting a bolt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really was fantastic.
And then decisions were made.
Yeah, the big difference in terms of like enemy spawning when this second half is that they put a lot more snipers up here, whereas in the original it was more about overwhelming you with ground forces.
Yes. Yeah, the original game's combat design would make it real tough to deal with like a bunch of snipers like from like 5 different angles.
Oh, hey, that's a new thing.
Hold on,
that we,
Ashley.
oh,
I'm coming for you. That would be a perfect time for auto sort. There we go.
I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to use the riot gun there immediately after having Ashley eat shit by throwing a grenade underneath her, but it worked out.
I don't know how to feel about these anti-Ashley sentiments.
We'll have some sort of anti-Ashley or AA meeting. Oh, nicely done! I've never seen that before.
Look away!
And she looked directly at it.
I'm surprised you didn't do like a fist pump animation.
It's okay. I pointed the camera away so we didn't get blinded.
I mean, I guess she got, Wait, no, she couldn't have borrowed Ethan's blocking technique. This game is before that.
Well, I mean, how do you think Ethan learned it?
Oh.
We are adding to the Resident Evil lore.
Ashley, are you alright?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, that's it for this wave. We can move on now. This is one of the cranks where you could have either Leon do it or Ashley crank it in the original.
Please don't phrase it that way.
No, please
Also,
keep doing it.
Also, there
Never
was kind
stop.
of a blink or you miss it thing. I mean, we'll have plenty of chances to see more of it, but some of the cultists are women. That's new to the remake.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell, especially when you got three guys just kind of talking all over the footage.
I had no idea that this cult was made of neoliberals, where their solution was just to hire more female guards.
And this is the point where I realized there was a bunch of treasures. I skipped like a spinel over by the treasury. I think that's where the Clockwork Castellan was.
You missed the spinel, you ne'er-do-well.
So we're just gonna go check out the other wing here while I decide on whether or not I want to go attempt to grab it.
Ah, yes, taking a break from the water room. As one does.
As is one's right, really.
There we go.
Oh,
I had no idea you could jump down there. But, oh, Ashley's gonna take the stairs.
Yeah, no, Ashley's not confident enough to give herself a boost over that.
I want to see a mod of Resident Evil 6's Shake and Jerry campaign. No, Jake and Sherry, not Shake and Jerry. Very different thing. That was like a whole separate DLC. But Jake and Sherry, but Sherry is replaced with Ashley.
Anyway, this is the point
Shake
where
and
I
Jerry
learned
is
that,
my new ice cream flavor.
This is the point where I learned you can actually just leave the water room, like, in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's stopping you.
I have never considered doing that until recording this.
You can do it in the original as well, but I think it also resets all the enemies, so it's not a good idea.
Yeah, it does not do that here. Also, just gonna take a minute to poke around in here. Not really much to do in here, but read about parasites and their ecology.
This is exactly the break I needed. A biology lesson following a very intense action scene.
Was there anything about cordyceps in this in this series?
Well, that's what the moldy pages are for.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think break time's over.
Okay, I'm back. Did I miss anything? No? Good. Okay, whatever. Everyone's dead anyway. And now we get to the other reason why the water hall is so infamous.
Yeah, this is this can be a real make or break it moment, I suppose.
That is such an evil trick. Making that platform at the very end the one you start with.
Hidden platform?
A little over the top, don't you think?
Leon, look around you. Does anything scream anything that isn't over the top?
Oh yeah, she's got to climb the bloody one.
Over here.
All right, up you go.
Okay.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I got this. Leon!
I'll cover you. Don't stop.
No, this isn't water. It's that stuff that your dad is fighting in the Middle East for. Or rather, he's sending over drones.
Anyway, the second you separate from Ashley, cultists spawn on both levels.
Wow, are you sure you're not just using footage of me playing this level? These shots are terrible.
Look, I've shown footage of me at the shooting range. I am a fucking god-awful shot in any video game.
He says after getting one and then another. Oh, okay, never mind.
So yeah, there's a lot of pressure on both sides to, you know, stay alive and also make sure Ashley stays safe.
It's that other shotgun that's the one that's good at long range, not this one.
This is the riot gun.
Yeah, the riot gun is your long-range shotgun.
Oh right, I keep forgetting it's in the original. It's the other one. Your starting shotgun is the one that's good at long range. Incidentally, I did a no merchant run a couple months ago of the original RE4, and this section is by far one of the hardest in a no merchant run, because you can only use the pistol.
You know, that does not surprise me. Trying to do this pistol only sounds like a nightmare. I wonder if Ashley is affected by flash grenades if I were to throw one up there.
I think so, but I think her recovery is faster.
I think I'd believe that.
Oh, speaking of weird runs, I want to say about 10 years ago, it's on my YouTube channel, but was never completed. I attempted a New Game Plus pacifist run of the original, which forced me to get very creative at certain points, including in this room, where I basically had to save up on flash grenades.
Let's go.
So that Ashley could turn the crank very slowly, bit by bit, as the enemies were stunned.
That sounds kind of hilarious.
I think I managed to get up to like just before the end of disc 1 before I gave up.
I don't blame you.
It was about 30 or 40 total kills, which is very low for that point of the game.
Okay, I know there was one cultist chasing Ashley. I don't know where they went though.
Yeah, there were
the
like
aggro
two.
as soon as you go into this part.
There were like 2 left on the platform. Too slow.
I think I missed my. Yeah, I missed my chance. Damn.
Technically, this is the next county. They don't have any jurisdiction here. I know that you're not showing that many cutscenes from the original, but I hope you show the equivalent from the original here, with it where Ashley falls into the dumbest possible trap imaginable.
We'll cover that in due time. Don't worry.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Like, as dumb as this is, what we're about to see, the original is so much worse.
Hey, you sure you're good?
Yeah.
Looks like the right place. You okay?
I think so. Instead of worrying about her, worry about your own skin. Foolish little lamb. Temperance, child.
Ashley. Wait! Shit.
Ashley, at least take the knife with you for self-defense.
We'll talk about what the original version did next video.
Oh, I'm
but
so excited.
This is I think this is a better take on separating the two. Also nice accuracy.
Yeah, very nice accuracy. Yeah. Clear, strange minds think alike. Clearly, we have the same joke in mind.
Dangerously close to not being nice.
Dangerously close to exceeding your Elden Ring weight limit in accuracy.